just to get into it, so what is the other than that? Avoiding life-supporting values is one thing that people do. This is kind of like passively immoral. In other words, they're not living for life, but they're not nasty. They just avoid it. You're just avoiding, so they're sort of passively immoral. Or the second one is undermining and or destroying life-supporting values. That is the vicious, and they are actively immoral. So there's kind of two categories. For the irrational man or the immoral man, what moves him is not the quest for positives, but the avoidance of negatives. In this upside-down system, attainment is anxiety, desire is guilt, pleasure is laced with hangover, joy is overcome by pain. Whatever this is, it is not happiness. For the rational man, you have a need, you need to produce a value, and so you figure out a way to do it. That's it. And here's tie between rationality and happiness. Values against whims. In other words, just by feeling, wanting to do something and doing it, and not knowing if it fits or if it's something that will get you where you want to go, but just doing it. And purpose against drifting. So, the minute you choose life, purpose just sort of comes right there with it. It's just, right away, you're going to be up to something. So that's what happens. And a purpose is a force of action which integrates the values you seek to gain and or keep. So, your purpose is, if it's not getting you your values, you're going to give it up probably, because it's not going to give you what you want. So the proper purpose contains all the values you're trying to have. Rationally, love is the desire to gain and enjoy a value. And fear is the desire to escape a disvalue. If you see a gang forming up the street, you should feel fear and move away, not run into them. Hi there. And then they take the stop. All right. And for the rational man, value is that which one acts to gain it. Virtue is the action by which one gains and keeps it. So the actions is the virtue. Okay. Virtue does assure happiness, the radiance of knowing that achievement is possible. Now there's some arguments about that, or there's some questions about that Peacock went into. I'm not going into it, but he did. So if you're interested in it, you can.
Let me respond just terminology here. I think earlier on you differentiated, you parsed pleasure and you had joy and happiness next to each other.
I do.
And on that previous slide, the radiance that comes with the achievement of the integrated values, that is a state that I would personally equate with joy, much more so than simple happiness. I think that one of the reasons that I argue that way is that it's a pinnacle of all these things are made together, and an overuse of the word happiness. Happiness is a habit. Joy is a supreme example of something like that. And so I would offer.
You would have a different. I'm wondering why she.
Because I think in hierarchies of things.
I like that.
And
I can get the point. I get the point.
Yeah.
I wondered why she chose it this way, but I think it probably you know, she has always put happiness with the supreme aspect of this.
Right.
And it's probably related to the Constitution, I mean, the Declaration of Independence,
Well,
all these
and
aspects.
Aristotelian
Also, it's
and things like that. So,
Some, I don't know. Why she,
Happiness would be more of a continuous thing.
but
Happiness would be more of a continuous thing.
Well,
Something that's continuous, something that happens over a long, no pun intended, but it happens over a longer period of time, where joy is often used, and this is just a matter of English.
yeah,
And
it's
all
just a matter
these
of
words-
choosing
see,
words
that's the
to mean
problem.
one thing.
All of these words are all ambiguous in English. And so Miss Rand chose the ones that said what she was trying to say, and she did the best she could. And we may have personally have associations that are slightly different. So sometimes you have to go along with something for the sake of the argument, even if you personally, feel a little differently.
yeah, I think the point is to